live from the Dunkin Latte Lounge.
Thank you guys for being here. My name is Gunnar. This is Dario. And this is our last show of tour is in New York, so we've been on the road for the last about month and a half, and I got an album coming out tomorrow night that I've spent 2 years working on. It's called Best Mistake, and I think it has a lot of rock in it, a lot of rock roots in it, and I'm gonna play some songs from it right now. This first song is a song called They Didn't Tell Me. It's about being in a city that you think you know, except for one thing, and that's somebody in the crowd. Let's go. They say this city's sleepless, they bouncing off the walls. I drank their best kept secrets, mixed with alcohol, it's true. But they didn't tell me about you. I've been to all the back bars, thought I met everyone. They should have warned me about you, 'cause you're heavy like a loaded gun, it's true. But they didn't tell me about you. No, sing one. Ooh, you got me acting a fool. Ooh, now I got something to lose. They should have said something, they should have said something, they should have said something, they should have said, they should have told me that I would be begging to stay if I knew. They didn't tell me about you. Yeah. They told me 16 stories, and I climbed them all last night. I don't remember nothing, just you in a neon light, oh blue. But they did not tell me about you, no, no. Ooh, you got me acting a fool. Ooh, now I got something to lose. They should have said something, they should have said something, they should have said something to me. They should have told me that I would be begging to stay if I knew. They didn't tell me about you. Hey. Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Na 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 na. I wasn't born that you'd be standing here the way you steal my breath, how it's just not fair. There ain't no way I'm going home tonight. They should have said something, they should have said something to me, and told me that I would be begging to stay if I knew. They didn't tell me about you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that, hell yeah. Like I said, that's a song called They Didn't Tell Me. We're gonna do this one. This is called Keep You Around. It's about putting yourself in a circle with somebody that you should get out of, but you can't. I know it's a relatable thing, because I've been in it far too many times. This is called Keep You Around. Let's go. Never understood why I was born to feel this way, 'cause everything you do makes me forget my own damn name. And I know you're controlling me, and there's nothing I can't do. When I see you face to face, my body sticks to you. So much for other people, stuck in your paradise. Wish I could come and be there now, to tell you the truth. You push my heart into the ground, oh yeah. So I turn you loose. Just wait, so take a second now. now. I fight to keep you around. Never understood why things you do drive me insane. Couldn't tell you when or why we fell into these ways. And I know I said it once and I know you understand. We were running in circles when we couldn't even stand. So much for other people, I'm stuck in your paradise. Wish I could come and be there now. To tell you the truth, you push my heart into the ground. No, no, no. So I turned you loose. Just wait, so take a second now. I fight to keep you around. To tell you the truth. Oh, 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 oh. To tell you the truth. No, no, no. Oh, 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 yeah, no, no, no. Oh, 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 I fight to keep you around. Thank you. All right, we got one song left. Arguably my favorite song from this album. The first single I released off of it. It's called Cinnamon. We're gonna make it sound a little bit different. I'm gonna play a little guitar if that's all right, and yeah, this song's got a cool little feeling to it. It's called Cinnamon and it's about sex. You've been playing with my mind. I always let you get the best of me. Oh, how can you be so unkind when you taste so damn sweet? Now I'm not saying I'm addicted to you, babe, but I've been craving you all week. And it burns when I touch you, darling. I still got you stuck between my teeth. Hey! Whoa, I want your cinnamon and the taste of your lips on mine. Whoa, and I'm losing my grip 'cause I can't resist your cinnamon. Innocence is on the line, and I'm biting at your bit now. 'Cause every time I say I need you, you just turn around and call it quits. That's just how it is, I guess. Hey. Whoa, I want your cinnamon eggs when the taste of your lips on mine. Whoa, I'm losing my grip 'cause I can't resist you and your cinnamon. Can I play a little guitar for you guys? Let's make sure this thing's ready to go and loud, baby. want your cinnamon eggs and the taste of your lips on mine. Oh, since I'm losing my grip, 'cause I just cannot resist you anymore. I want your cinnamon eggs. Oh, I want your cinnamon, baby. And I'm losing my grip, 'cause I can't resist you anymore. And your cinnamon.
Hey, yo, what's going on? I'm Josh Martinez in our Dunkin Latte Lounge with our performer, our guest, Gunnar. What's going on, man?
What's going on? Thanks for having me, man.
It's all good. First time I met you was in a dingy Cincinnati basement back in 2018. You weren't even legally able to buy scratch-offs. How different has your life been over the last 5 years?
Man, this tour, I've got a lot of scratch-offs. I got a lot of scratch-offs this tour. No, it's been crazy. I feel like I remember that, and I feel like that tour kind of helped shape me and get me to where I am now. But fuck, I have no idea who that kid was back then. No idea. So 5 years later, I hope I have, I know I have a little bit more of an understanding of myself and who I am. And, you know, I'm still growing. It's just the beginning. I'm 21 and figuring shit out like everyone at 21. But, yeah, man, I'm excited. I feel like things are in a good place for me right now.
Where do you think you'll be in 5 years?
In 5 years, I would love to be sitting right back here. I hope to just be doing this, and I hope that I can do this on a scale that's just exponential from where it is now. And you know, I just want to be able to play music and share that moment and that energy of a live room with as many people as possible across the world.
So you had a show last night in Philly, I believe, right? And your next show is Monday night in New York City, but Friday, so a couple days before that show, you have your debut album dropping. How surreal is it to finally have this day come?
It doesn't even feel real yet. Like, it's one of those things where, you know, I've had these songs ready to go. You know, they've been ready to go for a couple of months, and this date has been in my calendar for probably like 6 months now. But it doesn't feel like it's actually 2 days away. Like, it doesn't feel real yet. And so I'm ecstatic, man. I'm just excited for people to hear the music and relate to it, hopefully, and connect with it however they do. And, you know, I urge anyone who connects with the music at all, even in the slightest bit, to come see a show and come see where the music really makes sense.
So what do you do? Like, let's say, hypothetically speaking, the album drops at midnight or 10 p.m. What are you doing at 9:59 or 11:59 p.m.? Are you celebrating? Are you going to sleep and just kind of being like, when I wake up, I'll just see everything because I don't?
No way. I am stressed the hell out, making sure that everything happens that's supposed to happen, that the songs all get put out. And then, then it's celebrating. And you know, I love, this is where social media, we were talking about this before we started, where it's so cool is, you know, being able to see these people in my life and these fans who have been here for so long. Like, it's as important to them as it is to me. And so their reactions and their conversations with me before leading up to the release and you know, on release night, that's what fires me up, is like having those conversations. And I love the music. I'm proud of the music. But for, you know, these people who have been so kind and supportive of me for so long, for them to finally get it and have their hands on it is like, that's what I'm excited for.
Now, you mentioned social media. I saw a post on TikTok where you kind of laid out your vintage tees. Yeah. Which is your favorite vintage tee and why?
All right. So I almost wore it today, actually. Crazy that you said that.
You dropped the ball, clearly.
So I have one shirt that I wore yesterday, not for the show, but I wore it before the show. Celebrity skin shirt. Okay. It's like, I guess it's the most impossible shirt you can find. It's kind of comfortable. It's not the most comfortable, but it's the aspect of having it and feeling like you have something that's original vintage is cool. It's cool as hell.
Now, where do you find these shirts typically? Is that something you go out physically and do, or is it more of like an eBay, Etsy type of thing?
Both. Like, LA is a tough spot to try to go vintage shopping because everyone does it. So I do that. I also spend a lot of time online at like online vintage stores, I guess.
Well, listen, if you have any time within the next day or two in New York City, there's a ton of vintage stores, so you can definitely rack up. Let's talk about the album. Let's go back to the album. Name of the album, Best Mistake, right?
Best Mistake.
Why?
Great question. Best Mistake for two reasons. The main reason and the emotional reason is, you know, like you said, we met 5 years ago. Things happened in my career and in my life that just they didn't go as I expected them to, and what I thought I wanted back then isn't what I want now, and you know, things that in the past have made me feel upset and you know, and frustrated and angry is because of those mistakes and those hard times. I ended up getting to a place of clarity that I'd never experienced before, and a place of self-understanding that I'd never experienced before. So the first part is that, and you know, that all my mistakes and all those hard times, they ended up being the best mistakes that I ever made because it led me to where I am. But the second part to it is the focus track of the album is called Bad Idea. And there's a lyric in that chorus that says, I swear to God that you're the best mistake I ever made. And so that's about the specific song, about a specific person. But the overall concept is something that I want to touch on more because it's just, it's more sentimental.
So you mentioned before that Cinnamon, it's about sex.
It's about sex.
The moment you said it, I was like, I already like this song.
Love it.
And Fuck a Broken Heart. Let's talk about that. What's the songwriting process like? Are you going into that song already with that title in mind? Do you work off the title, or do you do the song and then figure out the title afterward?
Both of those were complete opposites. Fuck a Broken Heart, I wrote with Dario, who played with me up here. I was in bed, I woke up, and this is rare for me to like wake up with an idea in my head. I woke up with literally Fuck a Broken Heart just in my head for no reason. So I wrote it down in my phone, whatever. I ended up having a session that day. And yeah, I went in there and I was like, I don't know if this sounds really stupid, if it just sounded good in my head, but I have this idea of just like, fuck a broken heart, you know? And they're like, what do you mean by that? You know, like, what is, yeah, everyone's like, fuck a broken heart, everyone agrees. And the story that I had behind that was more like somebody that I had in my life who we both had a connection for a long time, but, you know, she had, you know, was with someone else and I was with someone else, and, you know, like the timing never worked out. And so I wrote that song about, you know, I was single, I was really like into this girl. I was hoping that, you know, that things would eventually work out, and she ended up going through a breakup with her boyfriend and was upset about it, and I was her friend and being there for her, but I wanted to be
My
like,
man was a rebound. Let's get it.
No, I was not a rebound. But I was like, fuck a broken heart. Like we finally have this time, you know, like, you know, it's cool. It's about a breakup, but it's about getting over it. You know.
So when you go to a songwriting session, do you typically have that situation where you sit there and go, okay, I woke up with this idea, I want to run with it? Do you just kind of have ideas? Do you rely on the people that you're working with? What's a typical average songwriting process like for you?
All the above. I'm really fortunate. I get to collaborate with some of my really good friends, and they get to tell me when my ideas are shit versus when they're good, and vice versa. And so, yeah, I'll go into a session and, you know, like I have a ton of notes on my phone of just ideas. Fuck a broken heart. They didn't tell me about you in the crowd that night. The taste of cinnamon, whatever it is, you know, and I'll go into a room and we'll start playing guitar, playing music, and finding a chord progression that really fits and sticks and makes me feel something. And it's weird, like some chord progressions or some like instrumental melodies, they just attach themselves to specific words. So like some da 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 da. It's just like they didn't tell me about you. I was like, that's what this song's now going to be about, because it fit really nice. So sometimes it works like that. Sometimes it's I have a song. This is what I need to talk about, and it needs to be sad. And so then, you know, we write a sad chord progression, and I already kind of have the lyrics mapped out, and we walk through them and make things rhyme. And then sometimes it's just like, hey, I have no fucking clue what I want to talk about today or write about. I've written a song every day this week, and I'm exhausted of it. Like, let's just write something fun, and, you know. And honestly, that was kind of what Cinnamon was. It was a song where I was like, I just want to write something that just feels good. Like, it doesn't need to be deep. It doesn't need to have this, you know, deep external meaning. Like, I just want
if you want it to feel good, it's got to be deep. Okay, whatever.
There you go.
I'm here all week.
I got you.
But you talked about kind of, you know, when you kind of get creatively stifled. What do you do? I've always been fascinated by artists. We all have our mental blocks. Whether it doesn't matter what job we have, we always hit those blocks. What does Gunnar do when he hits that mental block?
Try to smoke a little bit of weed, open up the mind, try a different chord progression. I don't know. Like sometimes it just doesn't happen. Like there's been days where I go in and I'm like super pumped. I'm working with my favorite collaborative friend, songwriter Dario guitar. Like, and you'll get in there and you're like, I'm not feeling it. Like there's nothing that's working. We've tried 5 different ideas and it's just not going to happen today. And then we just you call it and you come back tomorrow. You can't force art.
Who do you look towards nowadays for creativity and influence? Are there artists? Is it people that you work with behind the scenes?
I take a lot of inspiration from a lot of artists in the past. I was thrown into pop at a really kind of young, fast age, and I didn't really get to grow up discovering a lot of music for myself and diving into a lot of rock. And that's kind of what I've been doing for the last year and a half, is just kind of diving into music that I never really had the chance to. So I pulled a lot of inspiration from that and past artists. I pull a lot of inspiration from artists that I love and respect today that are doing really cool stuff. And then, I pull inspiration from really, truly, like everybody that I surround myself with. My band is incredible musicians and musicianship, and they push me to be a better musician. And so I take inspiration from that. I've got an incredible creative team or a partner that does creative with me, who is just incredible at what she does and helps pull things out of me. And I truly just take inspiration from everyone I surround myself with, and I'm really lucky to have an incredible team and group of people.
So what can we look forward to with Gunnar for the rest of 2023 and beyond?
Man, I'm going to do as many damn shows as I can do, as much as they will let me. This was the first tour I've ever been on that was just myself, and it was crazy. I learned so much. I feel like I've grown emotionally as well as, with the show itself. And the rest of 2023, man, it's just going to be shows. The album will be out. I would love to see what people like and what pokes its head out and what people gravitate towards. And, it's just shows. Like I truly say this with 100% certainty and confidence, is like the show that we put on is the most proud I've ever been about a show. And, if there's a song that you resonate with at all in the slightest, again, I just encourage you, come see it live, because that shit goes twice as hard.
Before we let you go, we are in the Dunkin Latte Lounge, so I want to put you on the spot. Okay. If you had an opportunity to sit at a Dunkin for an hour with any one artist, dead or alive, pick their brain for an hour, who are you going with?
Miley Cyrus.
Bruh, this interview's over, because here's why.
She's upstairs, and we're going to meet her right now.
I fucking wish. No.
She's the GOAT, bro. She's queen.
I knew I liked you. I've always said that Miley Cyrus is the most underappreciated artist of our generation.
Nah, I appreciate the hell out of Miley Cyrus.
I don't think she gets the credit she deserves for her actual artistry, genius. Not only genius as an artist, but genius from a marketing standpoint. Like the strategy from going from Hannah Montana to taking time off to Can't Be Tamed, which was like a little tease of when I come back, I'm going to really be me. And she's been her the whole time. Bro, I'm not even in college, but I would do an entire finals project on her, because that's how passionate I am. Yeah.
I can buy myself flowers.
Bro, that song is so dope. The backstory.
That's the shit.
The video.
Yeah.
Where she allegedly went to like Hemsworth's side chicks Airbnb or whatever, the Airbnb he would bring side chicks to, which I don't even know how she finds that out. I mean, she's Miley, so I guess.
Miley Cyrus, bro.
She knows everything.
She's just, dude, and I, obviously everything about her is incredible, but what I love the most is like the artistry. The true artistry integrity is fucking crazy. Like, she plays so many damn shows. She is bringing out guests that are mind-blowing. She's doing, like co-concerts or collab concerts, whatever, with crazy artists. She takes her career incredibly serious. She, her voice is incredible. Her music's incredible. But just everything about her artistry and her brand and her aesthetic is just like, she got it. She understood the assignment. She completed it, and like, I honestly don't think there's anybody doing it like her.
See, I always knew I liked him. Ever since I met him in 2018, I was like, there's something about this kid. And it's the Miley connection, damn it.
That's right.
One more time, Gunnar, we appreciate you
Man,
coming to our Dunkin'
thank
Latte
you.
Lounge, bro.
I appreciate you. Thank
It's
you.
all love, dude. Thank you.
To see more videos like this, check out DunkinLatteLounge.com. And if you're posting on social, use the hashtag Dunkin Latte Lounge.